Starting with the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel, The Smile Squad. In this video, we will learn about infiltration anesthesia. Infiltration anesthesia is the type of local anesthesia that involves injecting a local anesthetic into the tissue surrounding the area where the procedure will be performed. How infiltration works. The infiltration anesthesia works by blocking the transmission of pain signals from the nerves into the area where the procedure is being performed. The local anesthetic is injected into the tissue where it diffuses into the surrounding nerves, blocking the pain signals. Types of infiltration. There are several types of infiltration anesthesia. Number 1. Local infiltration. This type of infiltration anesthesia involves injecting the local anesthetic directly into the tissue surrounding the area where the procedure will be performed. Number 2. Field block. This type of infiltration anesthesia involves injecting the local anesthetic into the larger area, such as the quadrant of the mouth. Regional block. This type of infiltration anesthesia involves injecting the local anesthetic into the specific region of the mouth, such as the upper or lower jaw. Area anesthetized. Infiltration anesthesia in the mandible primarily affects specific mandibular teeth depending on the injection site, buccal or lingual gingiva and mucosa near the target tooth, periosteum and alveolar bone adjacent to the injection. Nerves anesthetized. The anesthesia targets the terminal branches of inferior alveolar nerve, especially near the mental foramen. Lingual nerve when the lingual soft tissues are involved. Buccal nerve supplying the buccal mucosa of molars. Mental nerve important in the interior mandible for soft tissue anesthesia. Indications. Infiltration anesthesia is indicated for restorative procedures, fillings in anterior teeth, simple extractions in the anterior mandible, biopsies and soft tissue excisions, pediatric dentistry where bone is thinner, hemostasis using anesthetic with a vasoconstrictor. Contraindications. Infiltration anesthesia is avoided in known allergy to the anesthetic agent, infected areas, for example abscesses due to the reduced pH and poor diffusion, thick cortical bone regions typically posterior mandible, patients with bleeding disorders or those on anticoagulants, severe cardiovascular diseases especially in vasoconstrictor use. Advantages. Simple and minimally invasive technique, lower complication rate than nerve blocks, quick onset in areas with thin bone, less systemic absorption, thus lower toxicity risk, no need for deep needle insertion, reducing discomfort. Disadvantages. The disadvantages of infiltration anesthesia are limited penetration in areas with thick cortical bone, unreliable for molars, especially in adults, shorter duration compared to nerve blocks, risk of hematoma or intravascular injection if not performed carefully. Alternatives. When infiltration is ineffective, then we can use inferior alveolar nerve block for molars and premolars, mental nerve block for soft tissues in the anterior mandible, intraligamentary, intraosseous or intrapulpal injections for supplemental anesthesia, topical anesthesia for minor procedures involving the soft tissues. Target area. Buccal vestibule near the apex of the tooth. Injection should be as close to the bone as possible, avoiding the major vessels. Landmarks. The landmarks for the infiltration anesthesia are the tooth apex as the main target, the mucobuccal fold, attached gingiva and alveolar bone. In lingual infiltrations, use the lingual mucosa near the apex. The technique for infiltration anesthesia is Use a 25 to 27 gauge short needle. Insert at a height of the mucobuccal fold. Direct the needle towards the tooth apex. Inject the solution slowly. Aspirate to avoid intravascular injection. Maintain steady hand to prevent the tissue trauma. Area of insertion. The area of insertion of the infiltration anesthesia in the mandible is usually the mucobuccal fold adjacent to the target tooth. For anterior teeth, insert near canine or incisor apices. For lingual infiltration, which is optional, insert in lingual sulcus. Precautions. Always use sterile equipment. Aspirate before injection to prevent the systemic effects. Inject slowly to reduce the discomfort and tissue damage. Monitor vital signs in medically compromised patients. Onset and duration. The onset for the local anesthesia starts within 2 to 5 minutes and the duration lasts for about 30 to 60 minutes for pulpal anesthesia, with vasoconstrictor can extend to 1 to 2 hours, especially for soft tissues. Signs and symptoms of success. Numbness or tingling in the target area. Lack of pain response to probing or drilling. No thermal sensitivity in the anesthetized area. In soft tissue, loss of tactile sensation. Failure of anesthesia. The common causes are incorrect placement, too far from the apex or away from the bone, inadequate volume of anesthetic, inflammation or infection at the site, low pH inhibits the anesthetic effect, thick cortical bone blocking diffusion, anatomical variations such as high mandibular foramen. Accessory innervation. Even if the main nerve is anesthetized, pain may persist due to myloid nerve branches may supply molar teeth. Cross innervation from opposite side, especially in incisors. Cervical plexus branches in rare cases. Use of supplemental injections may be needed.